morning everyone, Kate here from Faith, Hope and Laundry. Welcome to today's video. So I don't know whether you can tell, but we are under my sink today. This is my kitchen area. I'm sorry about the light, I've got the blind closed, but it's very bright out there, so there's a bit of sun streaming in. So I think we are about maybe 5 weeks away from Christmas Day, 5 weekends, and I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to decorate for Christmas just yet. I'm still kind of in that mode of thinking I need to declutter before the Christmas season starts. So I thought I would actually just over the next few weeks do a little bit of a decluttering, sort of cleaning, organising videos. I'm going to start in my kitchen today here under the sink. It's not terrible. I have my bin that lives under here as well. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. So I'm going to start under here today, and I thought that I would also maybe next week do like my linen cupboard, my bathroom drawers desperately need to be done, and maybe just a few other decluttering projects, just so that we feel like we're progressing into the Christmas season feeling a little bit more organised. So I'm so glad that you are joining me today, and let's see what we can get organised this morning. Let me just show you the situation under here first. So my cupboard under the sink, as you can see, it's not a large cupboard. It's only got these 2 double doors on it, and gosh, a few months ago I was just really getting sick of my bin being outside in my sort of kitchen area. My kitchen is not big and I don't have a huge amount of storage, but I really wanted the bin to be not out on the floor, where the flies were all around and everything like that. So I really wanted to get it into this cupboard. So there was a shelf that was going across like this, and the pipes here that you can see, they always can cause a bit of a problem, can't they, in regards to just sort of storage solutions in there. But I took the shelf out, and it meant that I was able to get the bin in there, which was amazing. And I don't have a huge amount of stuff in here. I've got like paper towels and cleaning products, just your usual things that you've got under the sink. I have had a little bit of an organise in here quite a while ago, but it just very clearly still isn't working for me. So I think what you need to do first is just get everything out and actually see what you've got and what you actually want to be storing in here, and then you can figure out your storage solutions based on the things that you're wanting to actually go back into the cupboard. So I'm going to get everything out, give it a good wipe down, and just see what I've got, and then figure out the best sort of layout for everything to be in here based around the plumbing work basically. So tell me if your under the sink space looks like this at the moment as well. Hopefully if it does, then this will give you some motivation to clear out your own space. But I really do find that probably every maybe 3 months or 6 monthly, these kind of spaces really do need to be revisited. For example, things like under the sink and bathroom drawers and linen cupboards, things like that. They need to be decluttered and tidied and organised, probably 2 to 3 times a year, I think. So I'm just going to give this a good clean out. It's had the bin in here, obviously, so it needs a good wipe out, and will be all fresh for some new storage to go in here. So this is nice and clean now, and just gives you more of a view of kind of the space in here and what is usable. So I did have a measure of this distance here between the pipe and the side of the cabinet, and then obviously you need to be aware of, where the sink comes down to, and where your piping is, and just what area you have to work with. So I'll just show you what I actually have got to put back in there. So I get frustrated with having just products on the side of the kitchen sink and not having any space, underneath to put those. I also have kitchen towel rolls that are just sitting on the bench, and I would love to, have an actual place under the sink to be able to put those. And then just looking at the products that I actually had under the sink. So the things that I do want to be able to put back under are, some cleaning products. Some of these bottles are actually pretty much empty, so I need to have a good throw out of those. I've got paper towels that, I would like to be able to store. They've just been sitting in another cupboard, taking up space. Baby wipes. Now these things here, these are like my food wraps and things like that, and I need to find another space for them. It's just, not so great having those in the area where the bin is. Not very hygienic, and that has been annoying me. But I probably could put tea towels under there, definitely, sponges, and I've got rubbish bags that need to be stored under there. Oh, there's another thing of wipes that I didn't realise I had. So yeah, these are just sort of snack bags and things like that. So probably, minus the tea towels, all of these things here I need to find another home for, because it's not very hygienic with them being under the sink with the bin. Possibly could put my tea towels under there if they're, far enough away from the bin. And then I've got, some brand new scrubbing brushes and bottle brushes. Loads more tea towels. I need to go through all of these and have a good declutter. And then just some more products here. I always find, and I'm sure you do as well, whenever you have a good clear out, that you find that you've got a double up of products. So this is glass cleaner, and then I've got another thing of glass cleaner here. So those can probably just be put in together. And then I got this. This is like a wood polish a while ago for a piece that I was selling. So things like this I'm probably just not going to use again, and can be decluttered. So yeah, not a huge amount that actually needs to go back down into this space, but definitely I need to rearrange this and figure out the storage for these items so that they're actually going to fit in. Mainly my cleaning supplies, and the paper towels would be great to get under there. So I'm going to have a little think about that, and I'll show you what I come up with. I'm just going to give the bin a bit of a refresh. I do prefer bins without a lid just for ease of use, but unfortunately, especially coming into summer, it means that the flies are more attracted to the bin area. If you have any great ideas of how to deal with summer flies, then let me know. I'd love to hear. I'll just show you some of the items I've got for under here that, I'm not sure if all of them are going to work, but we will see how we go. So I got this 3-tiered plastic shelf. These products are just from Kmart, but you'll be able to find, anything like this on Amazon, or just what your sort of local places that you would normally go to get, these kind of products. So this was only 13 New Zealand dollars, so cheap as chips. But this is it here. I didn't have enough height under here, where my sink is, to get the 3rd tier onto it. But that's okay. I've had a bit of a play around with different configurations, but I think with it just going in like that is going to be the best way. and then there's just a bit of room behind here that I can put some things, and obviously the space at the front. So that was the first thing I got. And then I just wanted to talk about these spinny Lazy Susans. So I use these for all kinds of places in my home. I've got them in my bathroom drawer for like medicine products. I've got them in my fridge for just sort of chutneys and curry sauces and things like that. I've also got one in my pantry which has got my vinegars and oils and other sauces on it. And then I thought I would put one under here because it will be great to just put my sort of regular used cleaning products on, and I like to be able to actually see them all and be able to reach them whenever I need them. So I thought that would be just handy to have one of those to put those into, rather than a box where you're maybe not able to see them as clearly. And this one has got a higher side on it. You can get ones that are quite shallow, but I think with the taller products then this will work well. So that will definitely be going into my cupboard. I also got one of these. It's a paper towel holder because I really would love to get my paper towels in here rather than sitting on my kitchen bench. So I'm either going to pop it just under here somehow, or maybe even attach it to the wall here. And it does say to use it with the 3M adhesive tape. I couldn't find that yesterday, so I just got some of these command strip, sticky things. So I'm hoping that they will do the trick just as well. And then I also really wanted to get my, my sponge and my scrubby brush off from my sitting on my kitchen bench or in my sink all the time. So I did get this, which is a sink tidy, but I'm not sure if it's going to fit underneath once I've got everything in there, including the bin, which needs to go here as well. So let's see if I can make this work. This is the fun part now, the satisfying part where we get to put everything back in. I did take the paper towel holder out of the box and realised that it already had the 3M adhesive tape on it. So the tape that I have already bought will need to go back to the store, but that's okay. I'm just wiping down the inside of the door here so that the surface is nice and clean for when I stick on the paper towel holder. And I did need to just close the door while it was almost in place so that I could figure out if it was going to hit the inside of the door or not, but managed to figure that out, and fingers crossed it's going to stick okay long term. And then it was a good thing actually that I didn't put the paper towel holder on the inside wall of the cupboard here, because otherwise the paper towels wouldn't have fit across the top. But I just had a look at what I wanted to put back in and played around with it a little bit. Some of it does change, but I have been able to keep out the plastic wrap and food wrap and tea towels. I'm going to pop those into a slightly different place and just only have in here what I need. And I think it's important just to understand and realize that these spaces that we have, they don't need to be Pinterest worthy or super aesthetic. I know that we all, probably a lot of us would love to have a really super aesthetic looking space when we open our cupboard doors, but at the end of the day they really just need to be functional and just have them as aesthetic as you can get them, I guess, but they have to work for you and your family and the space that you have assigned it for. So that was kind of at the forefront of my mind today, is that it doesn't have to be the prettiest space, but it really does need to be functional for what I need it to do, and for it to not be, super cluttered. This space feels much calmer and more organised when I open the door now, which is wonderful. Didn't take a huge amount of time to do this. I hope this has motivated you in some way to declutter and organise a space in your own home. I would love to see you come back next week for my next decluttering project. But until then, have a super blessed week, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.